If you want to change your lower ball joint at home using this kit, then you're in the right place. With the hub locked securely in the vise, I start by using a screwdriver to carefully remove the ABS ring. Next, I clean the top of the ball joint to check to see if there's a circlip holding it in place. Looking at the new replacement, this design doesn't appear to have a circlip at the top. Judging by that top lip, the ball joint will need to be pulled out from this side. Never push on the threaded ball joint stud, as this can shatter under pressure. Instead, apply force to the inner housing of the joint, just under the rubber seal. Use a screwdriver to remove the wire boot clamp, then continue prying the rubber boot off. Next, use a wire brush to clean around the joint, as we want to check to see if there's a circlip holding it in from the bottom. Looking at this one, there isn't. This is the housing we'll need to press on to remove the joint. My initial plan is to use this C-frame ball joint press to try and remove the joint from this side. To do that, I need to find a suitable receiving cup for the joint to press into. I managed to find a cup that looked ideal, but when I tested it, it didn't sit flush. Instead, it just gets in the way. I decided to find a socket that matched the housing diameter and knock the joint out using a 4-pound hammer. That press kit doesn't seem ideal for removal, so it's going to be interesting to see how it performs when it comes to installing the new joint. If there's any rust on the lip, use some abrasive to clean it. Apply a coat of grease, this will make the installation easier. Insert the new joint and press it in by hand to seat it. Always press on the outside edge of the joint, never on the inside. To do this correctly, there's only one press piece in this kit that will push on the outside whilst protecting the inner part. However, when I tried it with the joint in situation, it didn't sit flush. I had to use an angle grinder to remove the excess material so this press piece would fit snugly. Now, we need to account for the extra distance the press will travel. From this kit, there was only one cup tall enough to fit over the joint, followed by another press piece. The cup is a little tight, so I need to be careful not to damage the rubber boot. I place the cup and press piece over the stud, then position the C-frame clamp so it slots neatly onto the press piece. Finally, I put the trim press piece in place and tighten everything down by hand. I place the ratchet in position and start winding with one hand whilst holding the clamp with the other. The left hand side is fully secured as the threaded rod slots neatly into the press piece. The right hand side doesn't allow this the same way, so there's a chance it could slip if you're not careful. This will be tricky if the hub isn't fully secured in the vise. I found it easier to use a crowbar to counteract the movement and to use a block of wood underneath it to keep it steady. A few tips: make sure that the stud is straight in the cup and that the cup is perfectly centered. You definitely don't want to be catching the rubber boot or the stud. Would I recommend this cheat kit? If you can accept that this is more suited for installation than removal, it's a one-off job, and you don't mind modifying it a little, then yes, it'll be fine. Personally, I would have liked to use it for removal and to have a wider selection of cups. I don't think I'll be using this kit again. Next time I'll be sourcing a better quality set. To reinstall the ABS ring, I simply used a punch and hammer, carefully tapping around the outside until it was fully seated. If you found value in this video, subscribe and I'll deliver more content like this.